Well, a very good morning to you, and hello from Fort Lauderdale and Miami, Florida. This is Robert Upchurch, President, CEO of CTI Group Worldwide Services, and
Good morning, guys. Eduardo here from Miami. So I hope you guys have a wonderful evening and you guys can enjoy with us all the cruise updates, what you have to do to go back to the ship, and also our maritime challenge that is giving a lot of opportunity for you to show your talent. So good evening to you. Welcome to our town hall meeting.
we have lots of news today. And as if you've been following the industry, there's quite a bit of updates coming on. So we'd like to get on with our news. The headline news today is that CLIA announces a halt of sailing to U.S. ports. And as you may know, the CLIA is the Cruise Line International Association, uh, affectionately called CLIA here in the U.S. Of course, everybody has their acronyms, but they have suspended voluntary operations in the U.S. until at least October 31st. This is the second to third time that they've done this, and of course, they just want to make sure that when cruising starts again in the United States, that it is as safe as possible for everybody to get onto the ships. That's something that I believe that we're going to see continue while everybody gets their protocols in place. I believe that there was some great news coming from Royal Caribbean and NCL. We'll discuss that a little bit later about the progress that they're making. Also, if we move over to the European Union, there is if we go again to acronyms, someone called EMSA, EMSA. And EMSA is the European Maritime Safety Administration. Also, if you've been following the news, you know that Hurtigruten in the European Union out of Sweden had to pull back some cruises because of some cases they found on there. And of course, it affects the crew. It affects the whole the industry. So we've also seen, AIDA pulling back and Costa being delayed a little bit. But again, these guys are working very, very hard to get this right. So we wish them the best of luck, and we give them thumbs up for getting out there and trying. That's the most important thing, is to get cruising back up and running. Speaking of which, some of our guys in Indonesia have just arrived in Batam, and we can thank our guys from Jakarta and Bali and Jogja. They have arrived in Batam safely. They are the deck and engine staff. They are joining Carnival. So we continue to send people to the ship, but just again, keep in mind, these are people who are supplementary staff, or not supplementary, but just to keep the ship into operation, right?
Correct.
They're the minimal staff. And I see we have some videos and pictures to show of the guys leaving and joining the ship. So again, thanks for the staff in Jakarta, Bali, and Jogja. We're also going to display their hours up there. And speaking of their hours, we'd also like to remind you that if you're going to go to the office, please call in advance because some of for example, in Jakarta, that's a huge office building. And of course, the receptions are asking for people to please call in advance to make an appointment. So if you're from the Jakarta area or Bali or Jogja, right, please call ahead, get an appointment. It's the new normal, as we keep calling it. So everybody needs to call, get that reservation, make sure you're on time because there's a limited number of spaces each day, and they will take care of you there. So again, congratulations to the guys at Carnival who have joined the ship. Anything about those guys? Have you seen them?
Yeah, actually, as we mentioned, like, for the past town hall meeting, we have few people going back to the ship, and some people might be listening to us and then say, "Oh my God, when is my assignment is coming?" Because I received some text from some of them, and the reason is like the ship need to be up and running, like just the
Mm-hmm.
maintenance, like 50, 60 crew members,
Right.
no more than that. You guys probably know that in the American waters is no ship cruising here. Some ships is cruising in Europe, but in the United States is no ships here. So the only thing the cruise line is doing is like when the contract is over with the crew members, they send them home and then they bring another one to replace them. But those people that's going to the ship right now is just to keep the ship operating, like simple things like
Right,
that.
right. For, laundry, some
Yeah,
cooks and things to, cleaning and those sort of things.
take care of the ship, right?
Right.
Keep the ship up and running, and then, like, just as we have mentioned before, guys, don't expect that you are going back to the ship this year and work like you used to work before. Right? If you go back to the ship, in case if you go back to the ship, is just to keep the ship up and running. If that happen, if something changes tomorrow, which is would be amazing, okay, but don't create expectations so you don't frustrate yourself. And of course, for those guys who's going to the ship right now, they need to have a very powerful mind because every single day things is changing, and like happened in the Europe, like they find out that I believe like 4 crew members was in the ship with virus,
Right,
right?
right.
Four
It
crew
was on
members.
Hurtigruten and it
So,
spread to
and
quite a
when
few
things
numbers.
happen like that, it's the whole thing go back again. Like
Yeah.
everybody needs to go back to the room and then quarantine again. So understand, go back to the ship right now. You need to step in the front line as a hero, as a warrior, and it is not gonna be easy. Right? That's why we are here trying to keep you guys updated about what's going on, and at the same time tell you guys to be ready because things is gonna go back to normal. Yes, it will. We don't have the exactly date yet, as I'm receiving texts here for people on Instagram, Facebook. Hey Eduardo, when we gonna go back to the ship again? Say, listen, by the time you're waiting for your assignment, let's look for a temporary job. Let's focus on your education. Maybe you can complement your skills, make yourself even better, because the opportunity will come soon. We don't have the date exactly. And even the cruise line, which is going to give you guys a job, they also depend on CDC, on CLIA, and also
Right,
all this
right.
facility that is above them.
So I'm watching on actually YouTube here. Are you watching Facebook? Come on over to YouTube. Say hello. Do your thumbs up and your likes.
Yeah.
Would you give us that?
By
little spiel?
the way, guys, I just opened my Facebook, but we start to stream on Facebook. We have here almost 130 people watching instantly with us.
I feel
but
lonely on YouTube.
Yeah, I would
feel
like
lonely.
to invite you guys to also go to our YouTube page,
Yeah.
because sooner we are going to transfer the whole live stream to YouTube. It's better for us to, even the communication, it's better for us to answer your question and see your question, because we can answer your question during the live. When we have on Facebook, it doesn't allow us to see all the comments, and which is not good for us. But go ahead and then share this live on your Facebook. We want to, kind of double these numbers. And also, when you have the opportunity, go to our YouTube page. We have videos of a maritime challenge. We also have videos how can you make money working from home, like things that you can start right now, like this, to cover this temporary job that we are talking about. I know that's been very difficult for you guys to get your assignment or find a new job around your house, but you can work and make money working from home using your internet, your cell phone, and your tablet. Okay, so give your like, put your comments, subscribe in our channel, and also click on the button here and then share this live with your friends. So let's bump it up these numbers here.
I see our people on YouTube now. Hello,
Yeah.
Wawas. Hello there, Katut from Bali. Judy is in here. Okay, Komang from Jakarta. Also, Odie is good evening and good morning to Odie. I see Vina has just jumped in. So again, thanks for joining me over on Facebook and or YouTube. I'm sorry, I'm on YouTube. He's on Facebook. Okay, let's get back to a little bit more news. Next week, we're going to focus on what you need to go back to the ship. So spread this to all of your friends. We're putting together a presentation on the information that we currently have, and also understanding that it will grow and it will change as we go on. But we would like to give you some of the current information that we have so you can start thinking, when it's time to go back, I need to get A, B, C, D in order. So it's important that we all communicate here. This is what this channel is all about, is giving you information on what it will be to go back to the ship. So you can all also start to prepare. Let's move on to NCL. NCL has announced that they will suspend their cruising till the second quarter of 2021. So now understand, that's April, May, June of 2021. Their ships are going into layup at the moment. They're also in the process of getting all their crew. I believe most of their crew are already home. So you can imagine that's quite a few months that they're going to be at home. And as we talk about other things to do, to be able to survive with your family and your friends. But as I say, next week, be sure and tell all your friends, whether you be from Carnival, from Royal, from NCL, that we're going to go ahead and put some information together that will help you get back to the ship and some of the things that you can do during your time at home. I understand that also when NCL goes back, they believe that as they start up, they will be sailing with 50 to 60% of the passengers. And this will also affect the crew ratio of how many people will go back. And eventually they hope to get up to 75%. So there's a lot of time to prepare to get that ready. The cruise lines are going through some major changes, as we all know, right, to get the protocols ready for cruising with COVID, right, which is something that we all have to do. So please tune in next week. A very, very important meeting there. As we know that the European Union, people from Europe, AIDA, had to cancel some cruises last week. The AIDA Perla on August 5th, 8th, and the 12th, as well as August 12th sailing of the AIDA Mar, right? They again had to withdraw their cruises. They're getting ready to go back again. They're doing their best to make sure that they meet all the requirements. So this is something that especially for AIDA, and let's understand the reason that AIDA did not sail was not because of COVID cases. They were waiting for information from the Italian government to get permission to sail. And they believed that they had everything in order and they were ready to sail. But unfortunately, the Italian government, because they're sailing under an Italian flag, did not let them sail. So they had to postpone their cruises. And of course, they say they're ready and they're stringent. So this is, being part of the Carnival brand, they are ready to get back to cruising. Now we go to Costa. Costa has some new health protocols in place. And for crew, especially for Costa, and we know there's a lot of you out there, they are going to start to require 2 swab tests. 2 swab tests before you leave your country. So this is above and beyond what other cruise lines are doing at the moment. So look for this to also take place possibly with other cruise lines. So that's 2 different swab tests, and then when you arrive, you'll have to do another one.
Wow.
So they're going to swab you to death. No, I'm just kidding, right? But anyway, just be prepared for those kind of rules and regulations, right? There'll be temperature checks every day. They'll also be respecting the 14-day quarantine period when they arrive. So, lots of information. This information we didn't have last week. So keep in mind, as the information comes, we'll deliver it to you. This is why it's important you call up your friends and say, hey, come and get some of the latest information. This is where we're going. And each week it may change. So as you give your friends that information, be also sure to tell them, hey, guess what? It may change next week because we're in a changing environment for sure. We're going to take a little break and show you something here. We'll be right back. And yes, as you just saw, our Maritime Challenge there. The gentleman in charge of Maritime Challenge, this gentleman sitting right next to me, Eduardo, give him a little information.
Okay, guys, so I'm very excited today. We have something fun to show you guys here. First, I want to share with you guys a dancer. Actually, this gentleman, he works in a tanker ship. The name of the tanker ship, I don't have, actually is a MV Nick the B. I think that's the name of the tanker ship. But he put together a really nice compilation about himself dance, I believe with his friends or someone that he saw and he admired, and he was sharing the screen. Was really cool. Like weeks ago and last week we are putting some people singing, video photographer, like something different. Today I'm going to show you guys something really cool and fun. You're going to laugh a lot today here. Not about this guy because I think he's doing really well, but our next Maritime Challenge, you're going to laugh a lot because it's a comedy one. So let's enjoy with this one here. His name is Mark Castillo. Really nice, and he's from Philippines. let's watch him right now. Good guys, I love this guy. I think he's extremely good, extremely good. For me, if I want to do some TikTok or something like that, I think dancing, I think I can do well. Like the way that he was doing, he was doing really well.
Is this one guy?
This is only one guy. Yeah, I think because he was on the ship and his friends were at home. I think he was like, oh, you record at home and I record from the ship. And
But the
then
same guy on the right wasn't the same guy on the left.
No, no, no.
No? Okay.
The guy
Okay.
was on the right. He's the Mark Castillo.
Right.
And then on the left was the group was dancing. I believe probably he might dance with them in Philippines or
Okay,
something like
okay,
that.
okay.
So
Yeah, I
really
see
good.
on TikTok they have this where you split the screen and you try to mimic what the other guy's doing, right?
Maybe that's what he was doing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
maybe,
really cool.
yeah.
That's
I don't
really
know
cool.
how to understand, but I think he was doing really well.
That just shows you guys, right? He could have,
You know?
he could be the one of our runner-up, right? And guess what? He may walk away with $2,000. So I don't know what the rest of you are waiting for. It is so simple. If you log on to TikTok, they will show you how to make TikTok videos, and you can make one for 15 seconds, one for 1 minute. That one was a little bit longer, but again, feel free to join in. We're going all the way till December with our Maritime Challenge. Eduardo, you got any suggestions for them?
No, for you guys that new here, maybe you just came here to this live and you don't know what's going on. We have this campaign that called Maritime Challenge, which you go to our website, cti-usa.com. You're gonna see a button there. You can click the Maritime Challenge and you can register. When you register, please go ahead and upload your video. You can be singing, you can be telling your story, you can be cooking, you can be doing something different that you don't used to do. And then you submit to us, we are going to select here. And as we are going to show on live like we just did right now. In December, we have the finals, and we're gonna have a finals for different categories, right? And we are going to give away like prizes up to $2,000.
Right.
So I think it's an opportunity. It's not only about the money, but it's an opportunity so you can show yourself, you show all the skills that you have, and maybe you're not using right now. I've seen a lot of people who does amazing videos. I see a lot of people who sing really well, but they work as a waiter, they work as a cooker or cook on at the ship. So the thing is here, we want to encourage you guys to show more about yourself. So please go ahead, go to our website, and then you can register on us. And of course, as we have new campaigns, you guys are gonna be, receive emails from us. You're gonna receive call. You're gonna be invited. Guys, let me put something here. For those who has any question, we're gonna set up like 5-10 minutes for question and answer in the end of this live.
Right.
But we only can see the question if you guys go to our YouTube. Go to our YouTube and then you put hashtag Q&A, right? Hashtag Q&A, so we can identify that is a question, and then you write down your question and send to us. If you go to YouTube right now, any question that you might have, send to us. We're gonna respond you here today. Okay?
I have quite a few people here, but
Yeah.
I'm still lonely. I need some more guys.
Yeah,
Come
but
on, come
just so
join
we
me.
can kind of identify really quick what you guys is looking for, you put hashtag Q&A, like question and answer, and then you write down your question and then send to us. We're gonna answer here. Okay? So hang in there because we have the second Maritime Challenge in a few minutes, and you guys gonna laugh a lot because the next one is a comedy guy.
All right, back to cruise news. Good gentleman, good friend of mine, someone I've known for many, many years, Mr. Michael Bailey. He is talking about Royal Caribbean, and of course, he is the president and CEO of Royal Caribbean International, and he was talking about their Healthy Sail panel, and they're making good headway on that. That's something that naturally we're all looking forward to, and they're going to share that with the entire cruise industry. As you know, Carnival also had a meeting last week, so all of the cruise lines are aggressively attacking this because we all want to get back to sailing, not only the crew but the passengers. There's been some surveys floating around the United States, and people are just really excited about getting back to cruising. Michael also said that the cruising will start in phases, and we've talked about this, right? Where the first cruise may go from Miami to their private island, which is called Coco Cay. If you've never seen Coco Cay, Google it. It is the amazing place. It's like Disneyland in the Caribbean. There's a lot to do there, lots of fun, lots of adventure. So, the rollout will be gradual. It won't be, you know, as again, we keep saying the new normal. It won't be like we push a button and all the ships are going back to all the islands they used to, because there's going to be a lot of protocols at other islands, a lot of restrictions. So we have to get through that first. And I think that once they bring, you know, people to, whether it be to Miami, Los Angeles, wherever it may be, right, you'll find that they'll be doing some nowhere cruises, from 2 or 3 day cruises. And it's great if they go to their private island, because going to the private island, naturally you control the entire environment, right? So anyway, that's what they're looking to do at Royal Caribbean. So we wish them all the luck in the world. Also, India has given the green light to Jalesh cruises to start in November, and that's part of the Apollo group. If you're through CTI, that's Jalesh Cruises, and they will be departing on November 6th. That's their schedule. So if you are with Jalesh, be sure and contact the office. Make sure your documents are ready. You know, and when we give you these dates, guys, for example, we say November 6th. Keep in mind, you have to be ready a month or two in advance, right? Don't call them a week before and say, hey, I understand we're leaving on the 6th. Well, that's way too late, because there's a lot of preparation, new procedures, documentation, things to learn about COVID-19, really a whole new serving attitude of going to the ships.
Yeah, I believe what you guys should be doing right now is, as the facility open again, like let's say if the medical facility open again, or Sims book, whatever you guys, all the documentation you guys have to get done. So go ahead and do everything you can do. I know that the job letter you guys receive on the last one, like the last minute, so you can apply for your visa. Some of you guys already have your visa, but make sure you have all your documentation ready. And then by the time you receive your assignment, the cruise line will send to you your job letter, and then you go make appointment for your visa, and then everything gonna be done in 1 or 2 weeks, gonna be really quick. But if by that time you receive your assignment, you don't have your Sims book done yet, your passport is expired, so then you're gonna miss your opportunity. So many things can be done right now, even if the cruise line is coming back tomorrow or coming back next year. But make yourself ready, do your homework. Right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And next week we're going to focus on things that you really have to have before you can go back to cruising. So if you're from Carnival, again, Norwegian or whatever, it's going to apply to all ships. And there may be a few little variances, but be sure and contact your friends, right? If you're from Carnival, contact your friends, reach out to them, say, hey, CTI is going to be doing this demonstration next week, so please be with us, right? That's some very important information we've gathered from multiple cruise lines, and they have said to us to go back to the ship. Here are the things we're going to need. And it's a very, very strict guidelines, which everybody knows is coming. So again, invite all your friends next week. That's very important. By the way, one more thing with Jalesh Cruises is that they say that every passenger, right before they embark, will get a COVID test, and they'll have a result in 15 minutes.
That's amazing.
So again, a lot of precautions in place here, and they're all taking the necessary measures. Good for them. MSC is also getting ready two ships to go back to sailing. They have a new protocol which they have announced. I believe the video will probably have that for you next week. But they have a procedure in place that they're happy to put in place for all passengers and crew. And we've also seen some of the ships, right, that unfortunately have gone by the wayside. Kind of a sad thing there. But MSC has made a statement that they do not plan to sell any ships or get rid of any ships. Their statement is that most of our ships are new. And if you know MSC, in the last 5 years, they have become a force, right? They have just... their origin comes from container ships, but their cruise division has expanded tremendously, and they said all of our ships are brand new, so there's no reason to get rid of any ships. So good for them, and for those MSC crew as well. Please stay tuned. Next, I believe we're going to another maritime challenge.
No, I don't think the guys is ready.
He's not ready? Ready? Okay.
Are you ready to laugh or not?
I think they are. Okay.
So listen, let me preview this guy here. Let me highlight him first. So this gentleman here, he applied to work on a cruise line. First time. He never worked on a ship before. I know because I was there, and I'm the one who screened him. He's extremely good. He worked at a really nice 5-star hotel in Bali. And he applied to work on a cruise line, and he got the opportunity to work for Virgin. But of course, this pandemic came right after that, and he couldn't have the experience to go to the ship for the first time. but he's extremely talented. He worked as in Bali as a assistant waiter, and he got the job for Virgin as a quick server attendant. He's dreaming to go to Virgin, like I believe most of you guys are dreaming to go, right? And if you're a new hire and if you're waiting for your assignment, your first assignment, you can do like him. You can come and then you can register for your maritime challenge and show all your skills, because he's gonna make you laugh. I think he's extremely talented. His name is Dianto, and he's from Bali. Okay, let's watch him right now.
Yo, hi guys, how's it going? It's Prince Dian here. This video I made special for CTI Group Maritime Challenge. So this video is about lip sync comedy. I made it on TikTok and I'm ready to join in Virgin Cruise Line. Let's check it out.
This guy, he is amazing. I think he has a lot of talent. As you guys probably know, for those who work on a ship, entertainment is the #1 activity,
Oh,
right?
absolutely,
And
absolutely.
he has a room walking the stage and doing many things.
I love the imagination he has. You know, you see
Yeah.
the irons hanging there, you see the cooking pot on his head. I mean, again, and he doesn't. You know, you don't have to go out and buy costumes. He's using
Yeah.
whatever laying around the house, right?
He's using his furniture to do the ship.
So
So-
that's definitely talent.
Yeah,
right?
I love it. I love it.
So
And
congratulations.
for those if you miss any maritime challenge that we have present here, you can go to our YouTube channel, because every week when we present 2 or 3 here, and then we post them on our YouTube, you can go there and then click. We have a playlist, maritime challenge. You can see all of them: people singing, people dancing, people preparing drinks.
Can you vote there?
You can give your like. The final vote will be in December.
In December,
We're gonna have a
right.
final thing really cool, right? So don't delay. Prepare yours, right? Find out to do something different. For example, if I'm not wrong, this guy is the only comedian guy that we have sent video here.
Really?
And
I saw some
yes.
cooking.
Yeah, but for example, I receive a lot of people singing. So, which means you're going to compete
Which is
against a
good.
lot of people.
Yeah.
But maybe you can find a niche that's gonna be only you. Like this, until this moment, these guys ahead about committing, right? Making
All right.
everybody laugh.
Well, we do encourage everybody to enter, right? And again, keep in mind, $2,000 up for grabs. So I don't know what you're waiting for. Now that you're home, and a lot of people have just gotten off the ships, and of course, the first thing to do is take care of the family, see the family, hugs and kisses and loves to all the families and friends and this and that. But you know, at one point, you'll settle down, you'll slow down, and you'll say, okay, now what can I do to get into this contest? Right? That's why we're doing it, right? You keep saying, what can I do? What can I do? Well, you can sit home and be sad. Or you can say, you know, I'm going to go find a new job for a little while until the ships are coming back. But let me do something crazy. Let me step outside of my comfort zone and do something crazy.
I believe
Right.
he's doing a lot of success on TikTok, right?
Yes, yes, yes. I watch TikTok. I think it's hilarious. I just think it's so funny, right? Good, talented people there. Okay, let's move on. We're coming up to one of our final segments, and for those who have been in the cruise lines for a very, very long time, such as myself, started way back when. Naturally, we have an affection. It's kind of like your first girlfriend. You always remember your first girlfriend. When you work on a ship, you get attached to the ship. I can remember my first cruise ship was with Holland America Line, and it's probably the young audience here won't remember this, but it's the old New Amsterdam, the old Rotterdam, the Veendam, the Volendam, not the new ones that we see today. But when those ships leave the fleet, then you start to sit and think, oh my God, what's happening, right? Part of my history is passing. But 3 major cruise ships, right, have gone to their, what do I call it, shipyard heaven, right? If you look at the 3 ships on the screen, there are 2 from Pullman Tours, and of course the latest one to join that group is Carnival, and it's the move on here, right? It's the Carnival Fantasy. Now, watching this ship, and I have never seen this as well. What I always thought when a ship went to have some work done on it, they would pull it into the shipyard, They would pull it into like it's like a corral. They would empty that corral and then get under the ship and do all kinds of things. This is something that I have never seen, and I've watched this video over and over again. You can see the smoke coming out of the stack, and what's happening here is that they full throttle, full speed ahead, as fast as the ship will go, and they run it into the beach. And running it into the beach means that's where it's going to sit, and they're going to rip it apart. So this is why you see the smoke coming out of the stack there. Watch this. This is very interesting.
That's like a graveyard, right? Like a
It's
graveyard
a
for
graveyard for ships, which is kind of sad, right? And they go and they dismantle them. Take all of they sell the metal, they sell the scrap metal, those kind of things. And
Yeah, but they probably parts of the ship is going to give a room to a new one, right?
Oh, yeah,
There's a
yeah,
little
yeah.
part here,
Yeah.
little part here, and if I'm not wrong, a ship can last like around 25 years. This I was reading about it, like 30 years. How many people have been, great moments, a great experience into that ship. So
Oh, absolutely.
I think that ship fulfill what it was built for.
Lots of memories.
Yeah.
And some of the reason these ships are going to the ship graveyard, as we can call them, is that with the new CDC rules, people, the majority have to have outside balconies, right? These ships were designed with very, very few outside balconies. They had big windows. You could look out at the ocean. You could see things. But, the CDC is saying that we need fresh air, and people need to go out and be in the fresh air.
Correct.
So as cruising changes, right? Plus you have the new Mardi Gras coming. You have the new ship coming after that. All of those crew who were on these ships will be able to go to the new ships, because the new ships, of course, are larger, need larger crew base. So it's not like all of these people who worked on these ships are losing their jobs.
Correct.
Right? I think we're going to take another quick little break here. We'll be right back.
Go.
And again, thanks for being with us. Welcome back. We want to take a few moments and also answer some questions here. I see that we have some Q&A here, and on mine I see from Mr. Zagar, question and answer. When can Apollo Silver Seas Mariner ship start sailing again? Oh my God, that's the $10 million question, right? So let me say this, right? Again, what's happening with the cruise lines? They're getting all of their protocols in order. Things are happening, they're for the COVID-19, the social distancing, the wearing the mask, the health checks. As soon as it's available, trust me, they will come back. They will come back. And I wish I could give you a definite date, but I want to be very honest with you. I definitely don't want to lie to you and give you a date. All I can say is hold on, make sure your documents are ready. These questions will continue to be asked, and as we gather information, we'll give it to you. That's the best answer I can give you. I wish I could give you a date, so please don't be angry.
And right now, it's not cheap to maintain a ship. Like as I was going through the CDC website, they are telling the cruise line the crew members need to have their own cabin. Like it's many new regulation they have to follow. That's not gonna be cheap. Can you imagine you have like 1,000, 2,000 crew members, and each one of them need to have their own cabin.
We'll see what happens there.
So
right?
I believe, of course, the idea is to control and cool down this pandemic, like just protect the society, protect the environment. But at the same time, the CDC is doing. I believe all this order they are doing one way that the cruise line cannot selling again. Because if they do, like just happened in Europe now,
right.
like 4 crew members, they have the COVID. So it's like in the very, very end, you resume like this. Do not sell anything right now, right? Wait until we figure out how we're gonna move on during this time, and then after that, let's see how we're gonna change, what we can do.
Let's get
because
it right.
One crew per cabin, it's a big dream. Yes, a big dream, but it's never gonna work. Right. It's not profitable for the cruise line. It's not what It
Well,
doesn't make any sense.
what we're seeing is that, with a
Right.
50% reduction in passengers,
Yeah,
naturally there's
plus-
going to be a reduction in crew because you don't
Yeah.
need as many crew to serve as many passengers. So, again, the startup is going to be a slow startup.
And that's what I believe with the NCL, where they say, oh, I'm going to start to sell in the second quarter of 2021. Why? Because they know if they're going to do something right now, it won't work. They're going to waste time. They're going to maybe be the first cruise line who get a COVID again, and then going to, damage the image. So it's create some
Right.
damage. It's not really good.
There's a lot of in the travel industry, and this is where many times even we who are part of this cruise industry, right? We're still part of the travel industry. And sometimes we look at it like, why are the cruise lines getting such a hard time? Because I can get on a plane and sit next to you. I don't know who you are, and I can fly halfway around the world. I can go to a gathering and sit next to you, but airlines don't have to report you sitting next to me. So, why are cruise lines so held to a strict standard? I'm okay with a standard, right? Because it's going to help us all, right? There shouldn't be cases where, oh my God, it's just running free. So the cruise line's putting this together, and I think the CDC truly means to help out. They're being overcautious because the last thing we want is another ship outbreak, right? And of course, this is going to affect you guys as well. So please hang in there. Please stay with us. As I said earlier, we're going to do a special next week regarding what we know so far, what are the requirements to go back so far. So please let all your friends know, all the Carnival, NCL, Royal, MSC people, jump in because we're going to give you the information that we have so far. It'll be very important for you. I have another question here. Hi, Robert and Eduardo. I have a question. Is the company not going to fire us so we can lose our job because of the situation, and they just sold some CCL ship fleets? What is your opinion?
I can answer that. So first thing, guys, for example, if you guys are new or you guys probably know, each one of you guys work with a contract. It's 8-month contract. When your contract is done, you go back home. But of course, exists that you already know that you're gonna come back. You're gonna receive your assignment again over and over until you retire. That's how it works. Unless if you do something wrong on the ship. So during this time, because the cruise line work with contract, when your contract is over, you go back home and then wait for the next assignment. You didn't lose your job.
Right.
Actually, you don't even have a job. You are a contractor, right? Like
Right.
you receive
Exactly.
a contract. So the thing is, you need to wait for your next contract, and until you be able to go back to the ship again. When you see the cruise line selling ships or some ships going to the graveyard, it doesn't mean that you are working on that ship. Let's say you're from Carnival Fantasy, and you say, oh my God, I used to work for Carnival Fantasy, and now right now that ship is going to the graveyard. What's going to happen with my job? So don't worry, because if you're good, they are going to send you to another ship. You can work on Carnival Panorama. You can work on a Carnival Mardi Gras, which is two times bigger than this one, right? So things is changing for better, guys. It is going. We are going through hell right now. That's literally the word.
Literally the word.
Yeah, but things will change for better. So just the only thing you have to do, you have time right now to work in your skills, make yourself better, more confident, and then when you go back, I believe you guys can't wait to go back to the ship. You can't wait to work again.
Absolutely. Are we
And-
doing another one of those videos today? Did you?
No, we don't.
That's
have
next
another-
week?
Yeah, next
Oh,
week.
the skills, right?
Yeah. So what you have to do is like focus and make yourself better, because the opportunity will come. At this time, nobody's making any money, right? You can do some things, make some money at home, just so you can kind of take care of your bills, things like that. But we have plenty time to work on our education, you work on our skills, and when the ship come back, you're gonna come up and say, hey, listen, by this time I was at home, I learned how to do this, I learned how to do that. Now you get more skills. Now you're gonna be able also to help the cruise line raise it up again. Okay?
Yeah, here's a good example, right? We just showed you earlier the guys from Jakarta, Jogja, and Bali who went to the ship, right? They had listened to us earlier, and we had told them, make sure your documents are ready. Now what comes is to contact the agency. Okay, look, let's make sure my documents are ready, because what will happen, and again, we're going to explain this a little more next week. There are ships still sitting in Asia that belong to Carnival, to Royal, to NCL, to everyone else. When it's time, they will load that ship up, And they won't say, oh, you have 3 weeks, 4 weeks to get your documents ready. They had better be ready. And these guys who went, guess what? They had been into the office, they contacted everybody, they had their documents ready, they were off to Batam before they know it. And it is information a la minute, as we call it, right? So I can say to this guy here, oh, he's worried about people selling other ships. Carnival, all the other cruise lines will be shifting people around. And it won't be the old days where, okay, we're going to put you on a plane, you're going to leave Jakarta, Bali, Thailand, or Vietnam, and fly to Miami to join the ship. Keep in mind, you look around, all those ships are sitting in Asia, and there's a reason for that. When it's time to go back, they will turn around and say, let's fill up the ship in Asia and sail it back to Miami, LA, wherever it may be. But that's why it's important next week to be here, so we can go over that procedure that we know so far, right? And again, we all keep in mind, it may change because it's an ever-changing industry at the moment. So also tell your friends, be here next week because we're going to give some great information.
Yeah, but don't think that you lose your job.
No.
You know? Don't think that you lost your job, because that's not true. What happened is we're struggling this moment right now, and as you guys know, nobody's cruising, and the cruise line is paused. And as they return, even if you're from Carnival Fantasy, you can be used and you work in a different cruise line, you know, in a different ship.
I'm looking for more questions here, guys. Do you have any more questions? Let's get to them here. We're looking at them on our YouTube page. Let's see. Summer Rain is saying hello to Harold and Matthias. Okay, to our guys in the back there. That's very sweet. Saying hello to Harold and Matthias. So good for you guys, right? Perfect answer. The gentleman who asked about the if he's losing his job, he said, perfect answer. Thank you. God bless you guys so much. And God bless you too. Thank you for that question. We really appreciate it. So the rest of you guys looking for questions here to answer. Here's one's, okay, this is kind of personal.
Okay, I don't. So let's.
They want to know where our TikTok is.
TikTok, we already presented a bunch of TikToks.
No, they're asking for, hello, Robert and Eduardo, where is your TikTok? We're waiting to see your TikToks.
Oh, no. That's true.
I think that Harold and Matthias should do a TikTok.
So, guys, let's put this way here. Listen, I believe all you guys gonna do well, right? So when we go through crisis, that is the best moment so you can reveal yourself, right? We have plenty time to do that. I know some of you guys are worried. That's why we have our live here every week. Sometimes people say, oh, this guy's talking the same thing they spoke last week. Yes, because it's not much in things changing, you know, week to week. But every week we always bring something new here. But the idea is to keep you guys here, keep you guys updated, and make you understand that you are going back to the ship soon. We don't know the day exactly, but this will happen. We would never be here walking and talking here if this was
if we
impossible.
thought it was over.
No, it's not over.
No,
this is not impossible. So you have to do your homework. What's your homework? Be in touch with your agents. Even if from CTI or from any other agents, be in touch with your agents. Right? Communicate with them, send email, talk to them. Because by the time when your cruise line or cruise line that will work with CTI, which is Carnival, Marella, Virgin, they send the order to us, say, listen, we need 100 crew, we need 2,000 crew, whatever the number is, we are going to say, oh, let me see, oh, that guy's calling me a lot. Oh, let me put him on the list. So show up, you know, call people, contact. Listen, I'm ready, I have my documentation ready. I just need to do my visa. So in any way for the cruise line, send you the LOE. Just be prepared, be positive, and then try to find a temporary job. That's gonna be, I think, amazing.
I think it's great, right?
If you find a temporary job, guys, it's gonna be amazing. And if you don't know how to do that, you can go to our YouTube channel. I already post 2 videos there. How can you work as a virtual assistant and how can you work as a virtual consultant? So you can make money from home with the skills that you have. And today, I'm supposed to post a video on YouTube talking the third option that you can make money working from home. But I didn't that. What I'm going to do right now, I'm going to put the link, because that's what I was about to do. I was about to make the video and explain to you step by step how can you learn to become a video maker. People who makes video, who add video, they are making a lot of money. And I know most of you guys don't know, but some of you guys know really well, because we have seen a cinematic video here. People who really have skills to making videos. So this is a really good skill that you can learn from home. You can use your mobile. I'm gonna put 2 links right below on YouTube, right below our live. I'm gonna add the 2 links. One, you can make videos using your phone. It might be Android or iOS, which is Apple, or using your computer. Start to learn that. Start to learn, because next week I'm going to bring the third option, how can you make money, and you're gonna need that skill. Right? As you start to make some videos, you're gonna master that, and then next week I'm gonna tell you how can you make money with the third skill.
That's great.
And then, guys, this is not difficult, right? The only thing you have to do is practice. You can take a footage of your kids, family, your neighborhood, and then you can learn how to cut, how to edit, how to put a video on it. You watch it and you do again, because you can make money from that. Everything that you can learn is not wasting time.
And they can send it to us.
Yeah,
Put it in the challenge.
send to us. So this is gonna be really good. Pay attention. When we finish this live here, I'm going to YouTube. I'm gonna put the 2 links. One for mobile and one you can make in your computer. The tutorial, how can you guys learn how to make videos, editing videos. So this is gonna be really good for you. And then next week, I'm going to tell why I want you guys to do that. Okay? Thank you.
All right, guys, as we wind up today's show, we would like to say, of course, give your wife, your husband, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your grandfather, your mother, give them a nice hug, right? Because we all need to show a little love during this time. You can go on social media and there's a lot of unfortunate, I don't like this, I don't like that. Why don't we spread a little more love? I think that's important. One of the things that I keep saying, I love my mother. Everybody loves their mother, their father, their aunt, their uncle, their children, and there's a lot of love there. So I've put it this way. I've coached my mother. I don't say coach, I just asked her, right? If she could be in our show, and she's happily agreed to. So we're gonna end the show with Mother Knows Best. And this is my mother, by the way.
Good morning. This is Margaret at church with another segment of Mother Knows Best. Moms need to give their babies first priority from day one. Getting up 1 hour earlier to feed and bathe the baby. This will give the baby a good start. And then she can take care of herself and the rest of her household. Thanks. Blessings to everyone.